So Major League Baseball players have just personalities galore, right? Today's video, I want to go over the 9 players who are notorious for being the absolute nicest guys. You don't always come across super friendly professional athletes. It's nice when you do, and same goes for actors and actresses and so on and so forth. So today I want to go over my list. Here are the 9 most absolute friendliest players, whether it be to the team, teammates, reporters, fans, just everybody, and they're just nice and they do really great things as well. So, with that, number 9, Raul Ibanez. This guy's actually a sweetheart. We loved him when he played for the Yankees. He loved him when he played for the Phillies. He's just a classy guy. And by the way, I have all this written down. This is my book of stuff, and this is all true. You can look it up as well. So, he's actually the Hatch Award winner. And it's basically the friendliest, nicest player in baseball. But it's particularly, the award's particularly about how he carries himself outside the game. So, he's just a class act, on the field, off the field, everywhere he goes. Raul Ibanez, number 9. Number 8, Johnny Damon. He was beloved with the Red Sox. He was, the Yankee fans loved him too. Even though he was represented by Scott Boras, so he was a ruthless negotiator when it comes to contracts, he's still known as one of the all-around nice guys and well-respected in baseball. He's a big charity guy, too. He does a lot of charities for children, especially, particularly disadvantaged children. So he's known for that, being a class act on the field and off the field as well. Johnny Damon's number 8. Number 7, this guy's just the ultimate gentleman, even today. I've always known that about him. He must have grown up in the royal family or something. Curtis Granderson, one of the most classy, elegant, well-spoken Major League Baseball players I've ever seen. And a heck of a ball player, too. And yeah, he's a total gentleman. And he also does a lot for kids, and he's known for, obviously, being a sportsman-like player. When you think of sportsmanship, he's a guy that would fall on the top of my list anytime you think of that. So, he's number 7, excuse me. Number 6, Joe Mauer, okay? Former first baseman / catcher for the Twins. He's obviously a fan favorite. He's always been a fan favorite. And he also does a lot of things for children's charities as well, healthcare, and he's also known for being just overly friendly and nice and accommodating to all the little kid fans and stuff. So, Joe Mauer, super nice guy. Number 5, Derek Jeter. And I didn't know about this because sometimes he had a reputation for just kind of being a little standoffish, but I think it might have been a little bit too people who were overly overbearing over him. But I've always known him to also be obviously one of the classiest players in baseball. He was just completely scandal-free. He was always a pleasant, ultimate professional player, Hall of Famer. But he also has a Turn 2 foundation that he's had for a couple decades now for disadvantaged kids. And the things he does on the field and off the field were second to none. So he's particularly, he is a huge, huge one for the kids. Kids love him. He loves kids. And I think now that he has 2 of his own, I think probably has a great appreciation for him as well. So Derek Jeter. Number 5, this guy is one of the best center fielders in our generation, Tori Hunter. Absolutely, he's a stud ball player, one of the best defensive center fielders I've ever seen. But the cool thing about him is I remember somebody wrote something about him. He reminds me of, and I'll give you celebrity, Whoopi Goldberg. Because they both had the same thing. I used to work in the theaters, and I worked for Whoopi Goldberg for a while when she came to one of our theaters in New York. And she treated everybody, from the cast to the ticket takers to the bartenders to the doormen. She treated everybody the same. Everybody like gold. And that was one of the things I'll never forget about her. She was one of the nicest people and treated everybody well. Tori Hunter's the same guy. He does the same exact thing. And he's known for that. He also does a lot of charities, and he also gives scholarships to students as well, for underprivileged kids. Number 4, Albert Pujols, a future Hall of Famer, one of the best players in our generation. He's also a huge guy that does a lot of things for charities and nonprofits for kids. He's known for that too. He actually shares a lot of his own money to help fund things and help underprivileged folks and so on and so forth. And he's also known as one of the classiest players and one of the sweetest guys in the game. If you look at his Instagram, there's a lot of things on there too as well. And he's also, being one of these inspirational figures right now with COVID-19 going on. So he's one of those people that are out there kind of inspiring people and doing great things. So Pujols. Number 3. Who's my number 3? Oh, excuse me, number 2. Carlos Pena. Former player. Now he's on the MLB Network as one of the commentators. Actually, I like listening to him because he's very well informed, and he gives good breakdowns of your players and stats and everything. And that's one of the things I really like about him. But he's actually known for, it's crazy, he reminds me of Denzel Washington for one reason. And not that they look alike. When Denzel Washington was on Broadway, after the show, he used to come out and sign autographs and take pictures with everybody that came to see the show. If you had a playbill, he'd take a picture with you and sign your autograph. And he would stand out there for 2 hours, even if there was 1,000 people. That's one of the things I'll never forget about Denzel. Carlos Pena does the same exact thing. Same exact thing. He signs autographs for everyone. He's known for it. He's notorious for it. He also donates food, and he also donated food and supplies and goods to Haiti after the hurricane. So he's very well known for helping those impoverished and third world nations and so on and so forth, and hit countries that were hit by bad storms. And last but not least, this guy is known for being he was called the nicest guy ever in Major League Baseball history, Mr. Jim Thome, Hall of Famer Jim Thome. He was actually voted the nicest guy in baseball by his peers, and that's one of the things he's actually known for. And every time you listen to him, whether it be on MLB Network or when he got the call, the Hall of Fame, or how he treated his players, how he was on the field, how he is off the field, you could see it, he also does a lot of things for underprivileged kids and those in need. And he's one of those notorious players who will take pictures and accommodate fans as well. So that's my list. And actually, my honorable mention is Jason Giambi. He was one of the nicest guys I've ever met, and he's an all-around down-to-earth guy. He was one guy who always, as a veteran, helped the young players. He was also never shy to accommodate a fan, take pictures with people. He always liked having a good time, making sure everybody was happy. He always had this big smile on his face. So he's my honorable mention as well. But that's my list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. And make sure, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're a baseball fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button because this channel's for you. Look at all the videos that I put out already and the videos that I'm going to be putting forward. So make sure you hit that notification. You're not going to want to miss it because my next video, I'm going to go over the 7 biggest jerks in baseball and MLB baseball, MLB history. The most unpleasant, unfriendly guys. Not going to want to miss it. I'll talk to you next time.